Welcome to MT Retail Online Training. In this presentation we will demonstrate how to set up the Schedule task in Scale Manager. Schedule task is a separate background service from Scale Manager. It can automatically run predefined tasks at the appointed time. Click the Schedule task button. Scale Manager will open the Schedule task page. We will firstly show you how to create a task. Click the New button. In the dialog, input the task number and name. Then select the execution mode. There are three different modes: once, repeat and trigger by file change. Firstly, let's look at the once mode. If we select the once mode, there is an empty drop list. Click the arrow to select the desired date. Click the time field and input appropriate time. OK. The task will run only once at 1:12 on November 23, 2016. Now let's study the second execution mode, repeat. Select the repeat mode. It has three groups of parameters. They are execution time, recurrence pattern, and range of recurrence. We will demonstrate three examples to show how to set these parameters. Example 1. Create a schedule task that runs at 9:02 of every Wednesday and Sunday during November 21, 2016 and January 17, 2017. Firstly, set execution time parameter. Select the time radio button. Then input correct time. Secondly, set the recurrence pattern parameter. Here we select the week radio button. Then click the checkboxes to select Sunday and Wednesday. Finally, set the range of recurrence parameter. Set the start date. Then click the end date radio button. Select the correct end date. OK. We finish example 1. Now let's move to example 2. Create a schedule task that runs at 07 and 5:07 every 3 days, beginning from December 1, 2016. Firstly, set the execution time. We use interval for this example. Set start time as 07. The end time is 5:07, but we can set it a little later. Here we set it as 6 o'clock. Then open the drop list of the every parameter, select 5 hours. Secondly, set recurrence pattern as every 3 days. Finally, we handle the range of recurrence. Set start date as December 1, 2016. In this example, we do not need end date. So we finish example 2. Let's move to example 3. Create a schedule task that runs at 8 o'clock of every the second day of the first 3 months in 2017. Firstly, set the execution time as 8 o'clock. Secondly, set the recurrence pattern as month. Click the list box of month of the year, and then select January, February and March. Click the day radio button, then click its drop list, to select the second day. Finally, we will set the range of recurrence. Set start date as January 1, 2017. Then we need to set the end date. Open the drop list and select March 31, 2017. If we do not set the end date, the task will repeat year by year. OK. We finish example 3 and create a task running at 8 o'clock of every the second day of the first 3 months in 2017. Now let's study the last execution mode, trigger by file change. In this mode, Scale Manager will monitor a specific file. If the file is changed, the corresponding task will be executed. The file could be either a local file or a FTP file. Let's look at local file firstly. Click the ... button to open a dialog to select the source file. Scale Manager then will monitor the selected file. The second file monitoring mode is FTP file. If you select this mode, you need to assign the IP address and port of the FTP server. The port is not mandatory, and if it is not filled, default FTP port will be used. Then you need input the absolute path of the file, also FTP username and password. There is a test button to help you verify if the settings are correct. For example, after we input the parameters as shown, we click the button and it reports FTP connection is successful. We have learned all about the schedule task execution mode. In next video, we will learn how to define tasks,